Mommy, it's the Pooh Man. Ah, and I vape. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and my Facebook friends, and Google friends, and YouTube friends, and Vaporium friends. Um, how you guys doing tonight? Before we get started, I am going to do a look-see. You may call it a review or what have you, but I've been watching a company for a few months now on Facebook. It's called iJoy, and I know a lot of you have heard about them. They do a 70-watt mini and with temperature sensing and control and this, that, and the other thing. Anyway, they had some massive and wonderful giveaways, and I don't win giveaways no matter how hard I try, so I went and got me one. Now, I don't want you to look at this. I want your eyes up here, and I want you to see this. This is called the Reaper. It's the Reaper Plus. They have a Reaper. I don't have one of those. I went straight to the Reaper Plus, and there's a lot of reasons I went straight to the Reaper Plus. I'm vaping this at 62.5 watts, 5.06 volts, and in here is the pre-installed 0.4 ohm coil. The cuboid is reading it at 0.41 ohms, but it's probably a little hot because of what I've been vaping on it. I'm going to put that down for a second. Let me show you. This is the packaging that it comes in. It's your standard plastic stuff that a lot of stuff comes in. There's some goodies that came with it. And this is your set of instructions, and it's all the instructions that you get. So I would read them very well, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But inside of here, there was a little Ziploc package with a couple of coils, some O-rings, a screwdriver, and some grub screws, and then a pack of organic cotton. Also, I have a 0.3 ohm 316L stainless coil here as a spare coil. Look at the size. I don't know if you can see the size of the juice holes on this, but they're pretty big. That's pretty difficult to do. They're big and beefy and generous. And also in here is a RBA build. They have two of them. They have an R1 and an R2. I got the R2, which is a dual coil with the two posts on the side, bottom airflow. I'm looking forward to playing with this thing here shortly. Not tonight, but shortly. And it came with a spare glass and warranty, an iJoy warranty card. It tells you inside how to do it and stuff, and you fill out the particulars on that side. And that's basically it. But I really would like to tell you about this tank. So I'm going to take it off of this mod at the moment, and I'll show you this tank. It's phenomenal. Gold-plated 510 connection for good conductivity. You have the tank itself. You have bottom airflow, which is dual and it's adjustable. And on the top up here, you probably can't see it too well, but you have an adjustable airflow on the top, not in the drip tip. That's really important. It's on the top. And what that does is when you're vaping at a higher wattage, you can open this up and the air goes down and then up through with the air you're taking in from the coil. So it sort of cools it a little bit. The neat thing about it is I have not experienced a lack or loss of flavor. No loss of flavor. Phenomenal. Now, in the instructions, there's some holes down here, and there's the way you open them and close them. And right on here, it'll tell you open and close. So you need to close them off before you go to the open up the way to put your fluid in here. And then you'll see a little drop, just a little black drop. If you're visually impaired like I am, half blind, then you might be a little hard to see. But once you have that thing closed, you just pull this up. This is a patented way to put in the juice. You pull that up, and then there's a hole there. You just lean it over and squish your stuff in, and then you just put it back, close it back down. And once that's closed down, you just open that sucker back up, and you're good to go. And you don't have to take it off the mod. So your top airflow is patented, and so is your juice. The way you put your juice in here, it's also patented. The hit I'm getting from here is just phenomenal. What is really exciting about this tank, and Ijoy has been dealing with this tank, doing research and development with this tank according to the website for over a year. So they put a lot of thought and trial and error into this and into this tank. Now I've got my bottom airflow opened all the way, and I've got the top airflow opened all the way, and I'm still hitting this thing at 62.5 watts, and I can actually take this up to 100 watts and still have a reasonably nice flavor, but 5.42 volts is good enough for me at the moment. Gotta have a vape. Just real quick, there's 8 different coils for this. You have your 0.4 ohm, which I'm vaping on. The 3 stainless steel is an Ni200 that can vape from 35 to 60 watt from temperature control or temperature sensing. You have a 0.3 ohm, which is a 316L stainless steel. 3 wires make the vertical coil, and it can vape from 35 to 80 watts. And you have also a 0.5 and a 0.2 ohm. They're vertical coils, and they're Clapton. One of them vapes up to 110 watts. The other one vapes up to 120 watts, beginning at 35, because of it needs its power to start to burn the coils. They also have an ICC coil, which I couldn't find much information on, but there's no cotton. It's supposed to be long lasting, and I'm really excited. Later on, when the pools pick up, I'll probably get me a pack of those. I talked about the RBA and the gold, the two types of RBAs, and the gold-plated 510 connections. I wanted to bring this to the vaping community's attention, to those guys out there, those people out there who are vaping. And, you know, we go through these tanks, this, that, and the other thing. The neat thing about this, for me, is I can buy later on, I can get me maybe 1, maybe 2 more of these tanks, a good complement of coils, and I'm starting to do my building, on my rebuildables, and I'm good to go, because I like to take tanks with me when I go out, because I leave at by 6:30 in the morning, and I get home by 8, 9 o'clock at night, depending on the time of year and stuff. And tanks are convenient for me. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the children out there. And just vape safe and keep on vaping. Thank you.